Hunted mob in the building. You already know what time it is with me. You know I'm gonna show sightings of your sister running around the garden, straight up and down. She's unleashed. Somebody need to go get her. And we saw your grandfather waving at oncoming traffic this morning, and I never take it back. We snapped the picture, nigga. Now we want to talk about Bedo. Dallas rapper Bedo, nigga, straight up and down. We know the controversy of Bedo and all of the things that's been transpiring up on the net, man. Now, it's only right to Real Fit TV we touch up on it, man, because, we got another take on it on what we really want to know as well, nigga. Because there's a lot of strange things going on with this whole Beto situation, man. Now, we're not going to get too much into, Go Yayo and, Lil Lonnie and all of this, that Beto's, actually connected to both, It's Go Yayo's right hand man, And the thing is this with Beto, it's a lot of controversy surrounding him because of the new clips that's surfacing around up on the internet. When we talk about at the gas station, people getting at them and people, doing what they do, and, it's showing the whole situation, man. And it's audio out of the whole situation. I won't play it up here. Of course, they're going to trip. But at the end of the day, it seemed kind of crazy, man. And this second time it happened. Now we could say it's because of all the Mo3 talk and all of this because he was one of the people earlier in the situation that got scooped up, you know what I'm saying, and in questioning and all of that stuff, man. So what you gotta understand is, you got number 7 out here, he been, vocal about how he felt about Beto for a long time. Beto been the same way about Sauce Walker and everybody else, basically beefing with a lot of people, man. So it's like Beto in these situations, this happening to him, it's nothing new, man, for those that been following this situation. Now, for those that been up on Dallas, Texas, where Beto is actually from, you got to understand that he's tied to some real street stuff and he's tied to real street people, man. For a nigga to shoot a video on a hospital bed, you see what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing that you care about. You understand what I'm talking about, And, what you're going to hear later on in the video is him, getting himself back to the hospital, because things is happening and complications where he's still actually shedding blood, so it's like at the end of the day, bro, you gotta let yourself heal, man. Everything don't need to be content. That's my take on it. Y'all get mad. When situations like this, you gotta take time to get low, do like 50 Cent did, nigga, go to the Poconos or something, nigga, heal up, nigga. Work out, get diesel, and then come back on some music type time, Because we know Beto a hitter. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he ain't got nothing to prove in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff happened to him and he still ride around in the same sections, the same places, The comments always talking about he lacking, he this and he that. You can say what you want to say. But at the end of the day, we could always call him a survivor because at the end of the day, he comes out of these situations, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't saying unscathed, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all about to hear him give y'all an update and talk about his little situation, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to come back and get into something more deeper because, real is real, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
On blood. I can't walk right. I can't stand up for more than 1 minute. I for sure gotta go back to the hospital. My left leg fucked up. I don't know where it come from, but it's a sharp ass pain in that motherfucker. I can't really walk on that motherfucker. No bullshit. I've been on bed rest, but I can't really do it at this house no more. I gotta go back to the hospital. From the 19th, I got over 2,000 messages. I can't respond to everybody, but I do appreciate y'all checking on me. I'm paying attention to everything everybody's saying. And I appreciate the people that did checking on me. and the people that's praying for me. So, I know niggas wait for me to retaliate. I'm just gonna get out your niggas' way. You know what I'm saying? You niggas too broke to move around. You can go and move out the city, get out your niggas' way. Bet you niggas beef with y'all for sure.
100 Mall, we back up in the building, man. Now I put this up here from my IG. As y'all can see, The Real Field TV. Y'all go follow it, man. It is what it is, man. Everybody watching anyway. Now you see, this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I posted the audio up there of him, you know what I'm saying, talking about Mo 3 and making fun of that. Why would Kevin Gates like the post? You know what I'm saying? If you were cool with Mo 3, like, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? That's what caught my eye. And it's my bad for probably speaking on it, but it ain't my bad, nigga. Because at the end of the day, he knew people were going to see it. So what's that about? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. So all of the Mo 3 talk and all of the Mo 3 fans is always against and watching what Bedo do. So it's like you gotta play your part, man. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, you know what I mean, in some of his later posts that's up on IG, it's time for him to get away. You know what I'm saying? He about to really get away from you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he worth money, man. And he got motion going on. And he don't need to be inside harm's way in no way, shape, form, or fashion, man. You know what I'm saying? Go Yayo got motion. He back out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they could really make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And they could really shift some stuff for Texas to come out on top inside the music game for a while again. You know what I'm saying? Because they did have their time back then. They got their time now. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of camaraderie that they had back then that Texas don't got now because of stuff stemming from Mo 3 and, you know what I mean, way back when and other people in certain street situations. So it's just a different day and time. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what Bedo come out as and emerge as, you know what I mean, after he get through the situation. Right now, he got the right mind frame to get out of Texas. And you know what I mean, even if he don't get out of Texas, Texas is a big state. You know what I mean? He can still move around and still be out the way without even having to worry about nobody doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta look at it from his perspective, you know. He probably shot the video, he probably came out of that because of the simple fact that, you know, he had to, you know, respond in some type of way, you know, but you just heard him say that, you know, they expect him to retaliate, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He not. You know, now y'all can take that a certain way and you know what I'm saying, y'all can take it another way. And we're not gonna go into that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't wanna ever incriminate yourself. So it's like you take it any way you wanna take it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take it as if he's gonna move on. He gonna do his thing in music. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stack his bread. Like he gonna be alright, you know what I'm saying? And just stay out the way. But Beto got to keep his head on the swivel, man. Because right now, you know what I'm saying, Hitler's been at him for a long time. And there's plenty of bags in Texas, you know what I mean, around that been dropped on Beto. You see what I'm saying? This is what you got to understand, you know. So it's like people still trying to recruit, man. You know what I'm saying? It could be that situation allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you got to understand, man, when you're a person that put it in, you got to be able to receive what come back to you. You can't put in work on somebody and think that people can't put in work on you, man. That's how the table turn and that's how the door revolves. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the street anyway, man. So it's like this, man. He got the right mind frame. We going to see what come up out of it. But the Kevin Gates, you know what I mean, situation, that's crazy.